Morning everyone, how are you guys? So this is going to be a vlog style kind of video, and as you can tell by the title, it's a speed dating video. So tonight I will be going to the speed dating event, and I've been wanting to do speed dating for a while because it's just something that I've always wanted to experience, and I figured, well, why not make it into a video and tell you guys about my experience and all of that. So I'm actually need to get ready to go to work, but I'm done work pretty early, so I'm gonna come back to the city. I have to go like an hour and a half away. I'm gonna come back to the city, get ready again, and then go to speed dating tonight. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on what's happening tonight.
Hey guys, I am back home from work. I'm tired, I'm really shiny. So I talked to a bunch of people at work about my speed dating tonight, and they're all so excited for me. So I've been getting kind of excited for tonight, and I'm actually going to eat dinner really quick, and then I'm going to take off my makeup and then get on camera, turn the camera back on, and do my hair and makeup with you guys. So yeah, and I don't know what time my friend Alan is coming. My friend Alan's coming with me. He's single as well. So we're gonna try this out together. So I'm gonna eat dinner, and then I'll see you guys in just a second.
All right, you guys, so we are here sitting on the floor. I have all my makeup here, and I'm just gonna quickly beat my face so we can go to the speed dating thing. My friend Alan is already on his way. He's gonna be here early, so let's just get started. I already have primer on my face, and obviously I'm sure you guys know this is gonna be a sped through get ready with me because we just don't got time for this, you know? All right, you guys, now that we have a pretty even base of foundation, I'm actually gonna go in with the Ulta Beauty Color Correcting Liquid Concealer. I've been really liking this concealer, and it's in the color Peach. Now I'm going to quickly go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer in the color Vanilla 355. I am just going to set that concealer really quick with the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder and then the Laura Mercier Powder Puff with it. I typically go in and do my eyebrows, so I'm using the Hourglass, what is this called? Hourglass Arch Brow Sculpting Pencil. I'm gonna go in with the Benefit Foolproof Brow Powder, and it looks like this. I have mine in number 5. Okay, so let's go into bronzer. I jump around when I do my makeup. It's just how I do. I have a Tarte brush, and I have the Benefit Hoola bronzer. I'm gonna do some blush. I'm gonna do my Chanel blush. It's the 84, it's called Accent. Let's do some highlight, which let's go in with the Bronze and Glow highlight. I should have used this bronzer too, but too late. The Natasha Denona one that I picked up. All right, you guys, I'm back. I did my eye makeup, so I did eyeliner, which if you're curious, I used the Benefit Roller Lash liquid eyeliner on my eyes, and I did a little bit of a wing. Love this stuff, it's really good. My mascara, I did the Perricone mascara, the no makeup mascara. Did that as a primer because it has biotin in it and it helps your lashes grow, and I love the wand on this. And then I did, wait, not this one. I did the Lancome Monsieur Big on top. Now I'm going to just spray my face with some setting spray. This is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and I go to town with this, you guys. Like, woo! I love this stuff. And then I'm gonna use my little electronic fan. I'm gonna go in with my favorite lip liner, and this is the Milani. I've showed you guys this before. Look how teeny tiny it is now. You sharpen this, but it's the Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in number 9 Spice. And now I'm going to go in with my favorite Sephora Gloss Bomb. And this is, oh geez. And this is in the color Earth Angel. And all right, you guys, my friend Alan and I are outside waiting for the Uber. Want to say hi, Alan?
Hello.
All right, we're both gonna try it. We're gonna see how tonight goes, but our Uber is here. All right, so let's go. Party at Love Park, cute. Pride. City Hall.
Where is this?
I don't know. I know as much as you do. I think it's in here.
We'll find out.
That's where it's at. For sure. Oh my gosh. Hey you guys, so Al and I just got done speed dating. It was just really quick, a really good time. It was fun. Definitely do it again. I'm gonna give you guys a real review, sit down of how everything went later tonight. So we're gonna go grab another drink, but overall, wasn't bad. I would do it again. Hey you guys, so we are back and I'm going to do an update review, my experience of speed dating with you guys. Now I did film a video the day after I went to the speed dating event, but I left a lot of things out because I'm editing the video right now, and I was like, you know what, I need to just redo the ending of the video. So first and foremost, there's some things behind me. I'm cleaning my apartment right now. That's all recyclables and trash that I have to take out, but I really need to get this filmed and edited so I can upload the video for you guys. All right, I'm gonna take you guys step by step on how I even came across the whole speed dating thing. Now, just keep in mind, this is something that I've always intrigued me. I've always wanted to try speed dating. I forget how I heard about it. I know I've seen it in movies and TV shows and stuff like that. And I believed I researched it maybe a couple of years ago with a friend of mine, and we were debating if we wanted to go and try the speed dating a couple years ago, and it just never happened. And it was with my friend Stephanie. And it was something that we always talked about but never did. And then a couple months ago, or maybe like a month ago, I came across a speed dating video. So it was just a girl that decided to go speed dating for her first time, and she vlogged it. So I was like, you know what, let's do it, let's try it. I literally went onto Google, I typed in speed dating Philadelphia, and a bunch of different events popped up. And I really wanted to try the event that she did. So the company that did the whole speed dating hosting is called The Cheeky Date, and they are a UK style version of speed dating. So I signed up for it. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I just kind of signed up for it. I paid, I think it was $29.95 or $30, something around there. My entire plan and intentions was to go by myself because I didn't want a girlfriend going with me for the first time to sway my opinion about it. And then I told my friend Alan, who was also single, that I was going on this speed dating event, and he was like, I want to go, I've always wanted to try it too, let's go together. And I was like, you know what, that's fine. He's a guy, I'm a girl, like his opinion's not going to sway mine or my experience, let's say. So he signed up as well. And then the first night that we signed up for, like the first scheduled night that we picked, was actually rescheduled because not enough people signed up, or a lot of people canceled last minute. So they switched us to a date that was maybe like a week and a half later. So we were really excited about it, and then it kind of got postponed. So anyway, fast forward everything, we went to the speed dating event. It was on a Thursday night at a hotel in downtown Philadelphia in Center City, and it was at the hotel bar. You guys probably saw in the clips that Alan and I did not know where we were going. There was no sign outside of the hotel. There wasn't even a sign in the bar. We kind of just showed up to the bar and we were like looking around kind of aimlessly, and it was a little bit different because this was an actual hotel bar. So there were actual hotel bar patrons in there just wanting a drink, and it was, I think, an 8 o'clock event, so everyone's just winding down, probably after dinner, going to the hotel bar. So we weren't sure who was actually a part of the event. And then finally we saw a big guy that had a clipboard and a pen and a piece of paper, and it looked like he was like trying to figure out who was a part of the event. So he came over to us and he asked us, are you here for the speed dating event? And we're like, yes, we are. And then slowly we started seeing more and more people go up to him, and him approaching more people about the event. And overall there were, I believe, 9 guys and 7 girls. And then we later find out, we get an email later after the event saying that more people were supposed to show up that didn't. So that was that. But like I said, when we got there, there wasn't any signs or instructions. So the host, I forget what his name was, but the host said, you know, hang out for a little bit, get a drink if you want. The speed dating is gonna start once more people show up. So Alan and I got a drink and we were just kind of hanging out, waiting. And then the host came over to us and he told us that we're kind of going to take over a section of the bar. And the girls would sit on the inside and the guys would sit on the outside, and the guys were going to be the ones rotating. That's how it works. The girls stay still and the guys kind of rotate. So that's what happened. There was no assigned seating, which was, it felt a little unorganized. I mean, I don't know how organized you can get without making things awkward, but I thought there was going to be a little bit more organization, because he kind of set everything up last minute because he had to see where you know, normal bar patrons were sitting and if they could move or if they were going to leave. So finally they cleared out a section in the corner, and they told some of the girls to go sit on the inside. So I went over, I sat, I probably waited for about maybe like 5 to 10 minutes because he was trying to round up the guys. And again, there was no organization. And for example, Alan went up to him and Alan's like, okay, like, do we have assigned seating? And he was like, no. He's like, pick a girl, sit down and start talking to her. And he was like, really? And the host was like, yeah, just start talking. And we're like, okay. And Alan was probably talking to his first person for a while. And then maybe like a few minutes later, he was like trying to, oopsies, sorry you guys. He was trying to encourage more guys just to sit with one of us or sit in front of one of us, you know what I mean? So they slowly started coming over, and then someone sat down with me, and finally when everyone was sitting, he was like, okay, you guys, you have 5 minutes starting now, and I'll tell you guys when you have to rotate. So a little bit unorganized, but it was so casual, it really didn't bother me at all. So we had a scorecard, which I kind of filmed a clip of it that you saw earlier, but there was a scorecard, and then there was little phrases at the top where it said like, not my cup of tea, never in a million years, maybe after 1 drink, or like I really liked him, or I'm really interested. And there's just little boxes you can check off with each guy that you meet, so you kind of remember, you know, if you liked him or not. And there was obviously a spot for their names, and it was honestly really casual. The guys just rotated and they sat down. Every guy that sat down with me, I shook their hand and I said, hi, nice to meet you. You know, my name's Jerlyn, what's yours, this and that. And yeah, you kind of carried the conversation however you wanted to. I have to say, my experience this first time, I did not see or meet anyone that I was particularly interested in. Now, just by observing the males and the females, a lot of the females were probably, I would probably say, late to early 30s, and I think there were mostly white women. There was 2 black girls, and then I was the only Asian girl. And then for the males, again, just from observation, most of them, so there's 9 guys. I would probably say there was probably 2 white guys, 1 Asian guy, or 2 Asian guys counting Alan, and then the rest were Indian men, which I don't discriminate. I love me some brown men too, but it was just really interesting to see that the majority were, you know, Indian men. So that was just, again, just an observation. But overall, again, I didn't find anyone that I was particularly interested in. Alan actually was interested in about like 1 or 2 of the girls. And then at the end of the speed dating, if I didn't mention this earlier, on the card you write down your top 5 people that you would like to talk to again or see again. And I honestly did not want to see any of them again. I felt kind of obligated to write someone's name, so I wrote down 1 name who was the nicest in my opinion. But you know, I don't foresee myself dating any of the guys that I met that night, but everyone was super nice. Even the girls were really nice and open. A lot of the girls that I had talked to, it was their first time. And for the males, I think most of them had been on the speed dating before, and there was maybe like 1 or 2 that it was their first time actually going to one of these events. So it's something that, you know, people do enjoy, and I honestly had a great time. Alan, I know he said he had a great time and he would go back again. And I mentioned earlier in this, you know, review portion that there were less people at the event that were supposed to be there. So we got an email after the event, and they actually invited all of us back for another speed dating event for free, since not everyone showed up. So I think that's pretty cool. You can get invited back free of charge if you were either a really popular person that people liked, or if the event had a low show rate, they will invite you back, at least from my experience. Don't quote me on that. But overall, I think it was really fun. I do want to tell you guys this one funny story because, okay, if you guys had watched my previous dating video, which is the worst questions to ask on a first date, I can't believe this happened because I just made that video, and the last phrase that I had mentioned that was a terrible thing to ask on a first date, and I hate this, it's like a pet peeve of mine, was tell me about yourself. One of the guys that had sat down with me at the speed dating event, I could tell he was kind of nervous. He was this really, he was probably like mid to late 20s Indian guy. He was cute, and you could just tell he was nervous, like, because he was talking really fast. And he sits down, he was like, oh, hey, so tell me about yourself, in that exact tone. And I could tell he was trying to be cool by asking me that, but the fact that I just made a video about worst things to say on a first date, and that phrase that he just said to me was one of them, I literally started laughing. And I looked at him and I go, did you just say tell me about yourself? And he was like, yeah, yeah. And I'm like, well, what do you want to know? And he sits there and he's like, you know, like, what do you do for work? Where do you live? Like, what do you like to do for fun? And I'm like, okay, let's start off with one question. Let's start off with the first question. What do I do for work? And then I just went into it. I tried to really ease the conversation, but like, he was nervous, and I could tell it was his first time speed dating. So it was mine as well, but he just didn't know what to say. And I just started, I busted out laughing because I'm like, I can't believe this guy is saying this to me right now. It was funny. But yeah, overall the experience was really fun. I would definitely do it again. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know. I can do a video and a vlog style of the second time I go speed dating, because I'm definitely going to do it again. I think it's just a really great way to just meet people, converse with people, or even like practice when you're on a first date. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was really different. It was a fun experience, and I would totally do it again. If you guys have recommendations of other things that you guys want me to try or do or see kind of in the dating realm, let me know in the comments. Leave them down below. Please follow me on Instagram if you have yet to, and subscribe and hit the notification bell. I would really appreciate it. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!